Hey everybody. Today I am going to discuss this book, Shirley Jackson's The Bird's Nest, which I just got done reading. Um, it was I read it very slowly, maybe like 20 to 30 pages at a time in the morning, um, especially in the middle of the book. The content got pretty heavy for me. It is about a 21-year-old girl named Elizabeth with multiple personality disorder. Um, it starts off with Elizabeth getting a letter um, from, I think it was from Betsy, like this kind of childish, strange letter that told her. Let me try to see if I can find it. Oh well, can't find it exactly, but um, it's kind of this childish letter from one of her personalities, and it's not revealed yet what's going on there. And the novel, it tells each chapter is from a different perspective, a different character in the book. One chapter is the first chapter is Elizabeth, the girl with multiple personalities, and the next chapter is the doctor. And in that, we see the doctor trying to treat her, and we get to see really all of her personalities come out when she's undergoing treatment. And um, it's really, I would say that Shirley Jackson's writing is extremely formal and great. It's I'm blown away by her writing. It's so descriptive and so cutting, and really gets to the point of things, and tells a story. It winds a story. It doesn't hang in unnecessary details. But it's really slow burn. It's a slow burn of a book. Um, you really have to be patient with it. Uh, like I said, each chapter is told from a different perspective. You have Elizabeth and the doctors. Then you have Betsy, who runs away from home, and she goes to um, she goes to New York City to find her mother, and her mother's actually dead. But New York City is one of the last places I think she had seen her mother, and she's kind of she befriends a guy in this restaurant, and she's clearly um, you know disturbed, troubled, saying all these weird things to him, even though he's just kind of, I don't know what he was doing, flirting with her. And he kind of goes along with it. It's amazing to how much he goes along with it without just leaving. And she's just kind of going around, like, from place to, she has like a couple of places in her head that she went to in New York City that she could find her mother, and she keeps asking where her mother is, and it's like pretty heartbreaking. Like, that section was very heartbreaking, and like the people just respond like in the only way. I mean, the people, they're so strict. They're so like, your mother isn't here. Like, they're so like unempathetic about it, and that's like, maybe this is because of the era of dealing with somebody who's clearly disturbed or mentally ill. Like, they did not treat them well. Um, like even later in the novel when it's kind of revealed, I thought, now I didn't, I just read the Wikipedia a little bit. I didn't really read anybody's responses, but I thought this was completely like um, her multiple personalities probably most likely stem from the death of her mother. Her mother is said to be uh, kind of wild, kind of like putting her aunt in a precarious position of taking care of her a lot when she's out, and generally not being a mother, and she dies, and she apparently has a lot of wealth, and it seemed to me, and I don't think I'm making this up, that the aunt really wanted the money and really wanted to control Elizabeth, and that this is like one of the biggest conflicts that was in her life. And they kind of like, the doctor kind of sweeps all that under the rug. Like the doctor meets with the aunt at this one time. Like Elizabeth's just seeing the doctor for a long time. Like she's just going to the doctor, and like all these personalities are coming out that are like, one of her personalities is Beth, who's like this very meek, mild-mannered, like very sweet girl. Another personality is Betsy, who's this very trickster type, like Dr. Wright. The doctor's name is Dr. Wright. She keeps calling him Dr. Wrong. She keeps like humming and saying like little rhymes and basically like telling the doctor, no, you're never gonna get to the bottom of this. And it's very funny actually. But like the doctor, I thought was very stupid. That was my impression of him. Like he was very rigid. He just wanted things to go back to normal and to treat her instead of actually like seeing the evidence that was there, that like she lives in this big house with her aunt. Her aunt treats her badly over and over again in this, kind of like tells her she's terrible and just abused, like lots of verbal abuse. Her aunt drinks a lot. Like I just thought like that was obvious, but you know, toward the end of the book, wow, like okay, they're just gonna wrap this up and like tie a bow on it and be like, oh, she's okay now, and she's all her personalities are integrated, and she goes by a new name now. And I'm just like, well, what happened to the inheritance? What happened to all that stuff? Like so now just like they're just gonna live together like and happily ever after. Like I was really disappointed with the ending, to be honest. And but overall, great book. I really recommend it. Great writing. And the highest praise for me is if I seek this person, Shirley Jackson's other books, and I definitely am going to do that. I'm definitely going to go to the library pretty soon and find The House on Haunting Hill or something like that and rent it, because she just even though I don't quite understand some of the way she wrapped the book up and the conclusion, and you know what, I do feel like she did a good job with the doctor, like making him not completely oh, this is the hero, this is the most likable character, because he wasn't. He was very rigid and stiff, and just seemed like, you know, an early 20th century you know how doctors were probably just like rich guys posing as like professionals or something like that. Like they didn't really like understand a lot. They just kind of just wanted the case to wrap up, and like we're just mad that this person was behaving this way. Like that was basically his whole thing, being mad that this person has multiple personality disorder when there was clearly a reason. But yeah, great writer. I really recommend this book. I'm gonna try more of her books. And until next time, I don't know what I'm going to read next, actually, but I will put out a new video soon when I finish whatever I'm reading. Anyway, bye.